Hello, Franklin Vipers. This is a training video for shelter in place, the standard response protocol if there's a tornado. I know this isn't really tornado season right now, but the district requires us to do 2 tornado drills a year. So we're going to do one now, today, and we'll do one again in the spring. So let's talk about this shelter in place for a tornado. What is the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning? Okay, so a tornado watch is an alert issued by the National Weather Service, to let people know that conditions are favorable for the development of a tornado. So there isn't a tornado, but when you go outside and you feel that weird, ominous feeling, tornadoes um, can can be created based on certain conditions. It does not mean a tornado has been seen or touched down, but the atmosphere is capable of producing one. Okay? Then we have what's called a tornado warning. If the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning for our area, that means we have to take action. A tornado has been sighted or indicated by weather radar. There is imminent danger to life and property, and you need to move to an interior hallway on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Okay, so today we are going to practice a tornado warning because we're going to take action. So before we get started, let's just give you a little bit of background on the levels of tornadoes. Okay, you might have learned this in your science class, but there's different scales. So they start out with an F, and if it's an F0, it's called a gale tornado. The wind speed is about 40 to 72 miles per hour. Some damage to chimneys, tree branches may break, that sort of thing. This scale increases in severity all the way to an F5, which is it destroys everything in its path. It's like a missile flying through the air. The wind speed can range from 261 to 318 miles per hour. It's similar to like a hurricane on land. So these are the different scales. Uh, we've had some of these levels of tornadoes in the Greeley area. The biggest one that we had was out in Windsor before you were born, and it was an F3. And it destroyed a lot of stuff. Even the F3 destroyed a lot of things. So anyway, today we're just going to practice a warning. Okay? Who notifies Franklin? Well, dispatch and the district will notify us if we go into a shelter in place for a tornado warning. Shelter in place, administration will notify the staff over the PA of the severe weather conditions and tornado warnings. The administration will use the PA to communicate with students and staff to initiate the tornado safety procedure. Staff will escort their class to the closest interior hallway and have students crouch down, facing the wall with their knees tucked under their body and their hands protecting their heads. There is no talking, as you need to listen for important instructions. Students and staff will remain in the safety position until the all clear is heard over the PA. Do not go into main gym, the aux gym, cafeteria, or any location with big open areas or high ceilings. So if you are in the gym, you're going to go into the main office or a locker room for protection. So shelter in place, it's all about your body position, okay? So that tornado drill behavior, so do you see how these students are facing the wall? They have their head tucked down, they're on their knees, and they'll have their hands over their head. This is the safest way to protect yourself from flying debris. So you're going to listen to directions. There's no talking. You have hands over your head and kneel on the floor. This is a hard position to be in, but it's the safest one. You want to make your body as small as possible, and you want to protect your head. Okay? That's what this position does. So, teachers, you can spearhead any questions, you also have this PowerPoint. So if kids have questions before we start the drill, we'll give you a few minutes to answer those questions. But please be listening to the overhead announcement as administration will come on with the safety information.